Welcome, baseball fans, to Cornell Field at Sparrow Stadium on the campus of Francis Marion University for the rubber game of this weekend's Peach Belt Conference Series between the Georgia College Bobcats and your Francis Marion University Patriots. I'm Michael Hawkins on the mic today. Our usual play-by-play guy, Rob Lau, a little under the weather. He's handling the stats duties, and so they pull the journeyman SID out of the bullpen to see if he's got 9 innings left in his throat to go today. But we'll see if we can make it through. A beautiful day in the PD region of eastern South Carolina. Here in Florence. Broken skies, starting game temperature of 76. Broken skies. If you're at the ballpark today, it's time to bring the sunscreen. This is the type of day you might get burned, so if you're on your way out here, and there's plenty of time to still get out to the ballpark, let's bring your sunscreen or an umbrella. But just a beautiful day for baseball, and we're going to see who will take this 3-game set. Francis Marion rallied to win Game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader 4-3. The Bobcats hung on to win the second game 6-4. Georgia College enters today's game 11-8 overall, 5-4 in the Peach Belt. That's 7th best. Francis Marion 14-7, 7-4 in the Peach Belt. The Patriots are in 3rd place. This will also end a 15-game homestand for the Patriots. This afternoon they'll be on the road for their next 5 games. Tuesday at Limestone College, a 6 o'clock first pitch. Next weekend, a 3-game set at Young Harris College, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the following week, on Wednesday, March 20th, the Patriots will be at Claflin University, another 6 o'clock start. We're getting ready for the national anthem as the teams are congregating in front of their dugouts. The Patriots getting ready to race out to the field. Real quickly, we'll run down the Patriot lineup. Leading off, the DH, number 6, Patrick Jackson. Batting second in right field, Cole Hennett. Batting third in center field, Gage Taylor. In the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Lenio Gonzalez. In the 5-hole, the second baseman, Grayson Cottingham. Batting 6th in left field, Will Hardy. Batting 7th, the shortstop, C.J. Mackinson. Batting 8th, the catcher, Alex Griffith. Batting 9th at third base, Tanner Wakefield. And on the mound for the Patriots this afternoon, junior left-hander Josh Bobrowski. And the Patriots now take the field, and we will pause for a minute as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Bobrowski on the mound for the Patriots today. The junior comes into today's contest with a 2-2 record, 4.05 ERA. This will be his 5th start. He's appeared in 5 games previous. This will be his 6th appearance. 20 innings pitched, 13 hits allowed, 19 walks, 27 strikeouts, and opponents are batting 183 against him. The lineup he'll face for the Bobcats today, leading off the catcher, Austin Holloway. Batting second, the second baseman, Cal Gentry. Batting third, the first baseman, Garrett Green. In the cleanup spot, the third baseman, Cassius Young. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Jason Cook. In the sixth hole, the left fielder, Jay Saunders. Batting seventh in center field, Cam Hill. Batting eighth, the DH, Therese Miller. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Casey Brown. On the mound for the Bobcats today, senior right-hander Chandler Amison. Amison pitched to one batter in yesterday's second game of the doubleheader. He faced Gage Taylor, and Taylor sacrificed. So unofficially, he didn't even face a batter, but he did pitch to one player yesterday. So this may be a Johnny Holstaff day for the Bobcats. But Amison, comes into the contest with no record, a 3-even ERA. This will be his seventh appearance, his second start, 12 innings pitched, 13 hits allowed, 3 walks, 16 strikeouts, and opponents are batting .277 against him. So more than a strikeout per inning pitched for the senior from Grayson, Georgia. Bobcats are coached by Jason Eller, the Patriots by Art Inhabitant. And we are moments away from first pitch from Josh Brabowski. He'll be facing the catcher, Austin Holloway. Holloway enters the game batting .455, 9 runs scored, 2 doubles, 11 RBIs, a .489 on-base percentage. Bobcats wearing their road grays with the green pinstripes and green numerals. Patriots in their home whites. And first pitch from the junior southpaw will be coming in at 1:02 p.m. We'll welcome those listeners at 2 o'clock who forgot to set their clocks ahead and joined the webcast an hour late. Called strike, count now even 1-1. Holloway had 2 hits in both games of the doubleheader yesterday. He is a sophomore from Social Circle, Georgia. I can remember seeing a sign for Social Circle off of Interstate 20 on our way to Atlanta. Pops that one back out of play, and the count now even 2-2. Holloway does lead the Bobcats in hitting at .455. He just does not have enough at-bats to qualify among the Peach Belt Conference leaders. Cal Gentry, who's on deck, is batting .432 and stands second behind the Patriots' Cole Hinnett in the race for the PBC batting crown. Grounded to Cottingham at second. Throws to Gonzalez, and one down here in the top of the first inning. As I mentioned, Cal Gentry will step in, the Bobcats' second baseman. Junior from Perry, Georgia, batting .432, second in the Peach Belt. 18 runs scored in 19 games. 4 doubles, no homers, 8 RBIs, and even .500 on-base percentage. He will step in and bat from the left side against the lefty Bobrowski. Gentry was 2 for 9 in yesterday's twin bill. Called strike 1 by home plate umpire Chris Elliott. Gary Smetana handling the duties on the bases this afternoon. One's popped in the air on the infield. Cottingham calls everyone off and makes the catch for the second out. That'll bring up the first baseman, Garrett Green. Green was 4 for 9 in yesterday's doubleheader. Comes in with a 347 average, 15 runs scored in 19 games, no homers, 14 RBIs, and a 415 on base percentage. In the Patriot defense, Hardy in left, Taylor in center, Hinnett in right. Around the infield, Wakefield at third, Mackinson at short, Cottingham at second, Gonzalez at first, and Alex Griffith behind the plate. Popped out of play over by the Hartzler Soccer Stadium. Count 1-1. Obviously the warmest day of the season so far for Patriot baseball here at Cornmill Field and Sparrow Stadium. Again, Green fouls it off. The Bobrowski ahead in the count 1-2 here in the top of the first inning. Nobody on, 2 outs. Green lines it into center field. Taylor coming in, makes the basket catch for the third out. Bobrowski, a good start this afternoon. A 1-2-3 top of the first inning. We're here in the middle of the first. Patriots coming to bat, no score. You're listening to the Patriots Sports Network. Back to Francis Marion University. Patriots coming to bat. It'll be Patrick Jackson, the DH, followed by right fielder Cole Hinnett, center fielder Gage Taylor, and if one of those is to reach, first baseman Lenio Gonzalez will bat in the cleanup spot. Busy day for Patriot Athletics today. The men's and women's tennis teams are in action as we speak, playing Chowan University over at the Dr. Eddie Floyd Florence Tennis Center. That match started at 10 o'clock this morning. Patriot softball team playing a doubleheader at Lenore Ryan University. First pitch of game 1 is 2 o'clock this afternoon. Jackson takes the first pitch from Chandler Amison for a called strike. And although they do not play today, the Francis Marion's men's basketball team has an interesting day. The NCAA Division II National Tournament Selection Show is tonight at 10:30. The Patriots will find out if they will receive an at-large bid to the national tournament for the second straight year. Patriots fell yesterday in the semifinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament in Augusta, Georgia. Lost to USC Aiken, 98-83. The Patriots had swept the season series from the nationally ranked Pacers. Jackson, a junior, in the leadoff spot, batting .250, no home runs, 9 RBIs, on-base percentage of .391. Taking over in the DH position is Nick Pappas, is nursing an injury. Pappas did get in the game yesterday as a pinch hitter. And Amison fans Jackson to start the Patriot bottom of the first. And in will step in the Peach Belt's leading hitter and senior right fielder Cole Hinnett. Hinnett batting .449, 25 runs scored in 21 games, 10 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 24 RBIs. That total tied for second in the Peach Belt. He's got a .524 on-base percentage. He's also got a personal 8-game hitting streak on the line today. In there for a called strike. Patriots thought it was a little low. The Bobcat defense in left, Saunders, Hill in center, Brown in right. Around the infield, Young at third, Cook at short, Gentry at second, and Green at first. Holloway behind the plate, and Amison on the mound. Amison now ahead of Cole Hinnett, 1-2. And Amison is now fanned the first 2 Patriot batters here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up the senior center fielder, Gage Taylor. Taylor batting .310, 26 runs scored in 21 games, 7 doubles, 2 homers, a Peach Belt leading 30 runs batted in, and has a .394 on-base percentage. He leads the Patriots in stolen bases, too, with a perfect 7 of 7 figure. A bat from the left side here against the righty Amison. Taylor 2 for 8 in yesterday's doubleheader. A couple of runs scored. And he grounds that through the right side into left field for the game's first base hit. So Taylor will extend the inning to junior first baseman Lenio Gonzalez. Gonzalez batting .339. 15 runs scored in 16 games, 5 doubles, 3 homers, 17 RBIs. He's got a .493 on-base percentage. The switch hitter will bat from the left side against the righty Amison. Again, we mentioned Taylor leads the Patriots with 7 stolen bases in 7 attempts. He's on the move. Gonzalez swings and misses. And Taylor is in under the tag at second base. Shortstop Jason Cook tried to steal the call that time, thinking he had him out. Throw was a little high from the catcher. Taylor was able to get underneath it. He's now 8 for 8 in the stolen base category this season and now stands in scoring position for Gonzalez, although Gonzalez now down 0-2 in the count. Lifts that one out of play on the left side. Gonzalez batting .333 this season with runners in scoring position. Patriots only led for a couple innings yesterday in the doubleheader. They took the lead 4-3, and I believe it was the 7th inning of yesterday's Game 1. Bobcats led throughout, although the score was tied a couple times in game number 2. Amison just misses the outside corner. Count now even, 2-2. 2 outs, a runner on second here in the bottom of the first inning. The Patriots looking to break through, score the game's first run. Called strike 3 against Gonzalez. He's not happy about that. Thought it was a little high. But the Patriots are done here in the bottom of the first. 1 hit, One runner left in scoring position. We played one full inning, no score between Georgia College and Francis Marion. You are watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Back for the top of the second, due up for the Bobcats. Third baseman Cassius Young, shortstop Jason Cook, and left fielder Jay Saunders. One of those should reach. Cam Hill, the center fielder, would be the fourth batter of the inning. Young was 1 for 8 in yesterday's twin bill. Comes in batting .236, 14 runs scored in 19 games. 1 homer, 16 RBIs. His 16 RBIs lead the Bobcats. .313 on base percentage. A little bit of a breeze blowing today. Looks like it's going from right to left, so maybe any ball hit the left field might get a little bit of help. Certainly the warmer weather, the ball here at Cornell Field tends to jump a little bit better. It still takes quite a poke to get it out of here. Bobrowski down 2-0 in the count, has worked it back even at 2-2. 330 down the lines here at Cornell Field and Sparrow Stadium. 400 to dead center. 375 to the power alleys. This that one on the air. Going to be back out of play into the stands. Two swung on and missed. So Young is a strikeout victim. Bobrowski's first of the game. He came in with 27 in 20 innings, so better than a strikeout per inning. Now with 28 in 21 and a third innings. We'll bring up the shortstop, Jason Cook. Cook, 2 for 7 with a run scored in yesterday's doubleheader. He's batting .303. 13 runs scored in 19 games. Looks to bunt, but pulls the bat back. Ball 1. No homers, 10 RBIs, a .387 on base percentage. A little fake of the bunt brings Wakefield in on the grass down at third. Grounded to Mackinson at short. Throw across the diamond, and they're 2 gone here in the top of the second. In steps the left fielder, Jay Saunders. Saunders is a freshman out of Moultrie, Georgia. Saunders 3 for 8 with 3 runs scored in the doubleheader yesterday. Comes in batting .368, 13 runs scored in 18 games, 7 doubles, a triple, 11 RBIs, and a .419 on-base percentage. Bunts it foul. Saunders, one of 2 freshmen in the Bobcats starting lineup today. He's followed by the other one, the kid in the on-deck circle, Cam Hill, center fielder. This one hitting the air to the left side. Mackinson goes back into shallow left, makes the catch. And once again, the Bobcats go 1-2-3. We played an inning and a half. No score between Francis Marion and Georgia College. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Back in Florence, South Carolina, bottom of the second. Francis Marion sending up to the plate. Grayson Cottingham, Will Hardy, and C.J. Mackinson. No score here in the rubber game of this 3-game Peach Belt Conference Series. Georgia College and Francis Marion, 2 of the original members of the Peach Belt Conference. Bobcats lead the all-time series, 52-33. Back in 2008, when Francis Marion advanced to its only D2 World Series, the Patriots defeated the Bobcats in Milledgeville for the regional championship behind the pitching of Dylan Owen. Cottingham swings at the first pitch, lifts it foul behind the plate. Holloway back, makes the catch. And before I can even give you Grayson's stats, he's headed back to the dugout. He did come into the game, the junior hitting .232, a homer, 12 RBIs. That'll bring up freshman left fielder Will Hardy. Hardy had a hearty day at the plate yesterday, batting 4 for 8. 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs. For the season, now batting .361. 16 runs scored in 20 games, 7 doubles, a triple, 17 RBIs, a .420 on-base percentage. Hardy, a product of South Florence High School. Takes outside for ball 1. The count now 1-2. Cottingham, the Patriots' second baseman, is a product of West Florence High School. So a couple of local products in the lineup today for Francis Marion. Just misses on the inside corner. The count now even at 2-2. Hardy bats from the left side. Grounded off his foot, foul at home plate. Shout out to Georgia College SID Al Weston for all his help in getting the information for this weekend series. Hardy punches that one foul over by the FMU softball stadium. Count remains even at 2-2. In short sleeves and shorts out in force today among the crowd here at Sparrow Stadium. Plenty of sun hats as well. That one's grounded to first. Green makes the play, tosses to Amison. Hardy's retired 3-1. And that'll bring to the plate the senior shortstop, C.J. Mackinson. Mackinson with a big 2-run single yesterday. Also had the tying base hit in the 6th inning game 1. That was his run-scoring single. I'm corrected. Steps in batting .258, 17 runs scored in 21 games, 2 homers, 15 RBIs, .316 on-base percentage. Check swing, but he didn't check it. Count now 0-2. Lifted foul over by the FMU Fieldhouse. Georgia College enters today's game 146 runs scored in their 19 contests. In contrast, the Patriots 194 runs in 21 games. Called strike 3 to Mackinson, and Patriots are gone 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second. So we've played 2 full innings, no score between Francis Marion and Georgia College. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Back to Francis Marion University, Cornell Field at Sparrow Stadium for the top of the 3rd inning here. We do have word from across town. The Francis Marion men's tennis team has defeated Chowan University 5-2. Patriots took the doubles point with a couple of victories at the 1 and 2 positions. And then in singles, William Forsberg won at the number 1 spot, Mauricio Guerrero at number 4, Brandon Sweeney at number 5, and Mateo Espinoza at number 6 singles. So the Patriots now 8-3 after defeating Chowan University 5-2 today. The women's match must still be going on. See if we can get a score from that. Leading off here for the Bobcats in the top of the 3rd, the center fielder, Cam Hill. Hill lines that one into left field. Hardy comes over, makes the catch in left center. That'll bring to the plate the DH, Therese Miller. Miller, a senior from Madonna, Georgia, transfer from Georgia Southern University. Miller was 1 for 4 with an RBI in yesterday's doubleheader. Steps in batting .306 on the season, 10 runs scored in 18 games, 3 doubles, 11 RBIs. On base percentage of .340. Bobrowski misses with his first offering. He's retired the first 7 Bobcats in order. Called strike one, says home plate umpire Chris Elliott. I don't think it's the same Chris Elliott who used to make the appearances on the David Letterman show. If so, he certainly changed his hairstyle. And buffed up a little bit, too. The 1-2 from Bobrowski. Foul back into the screen. If I didn't mention before, it's a beautiful day here at the ballpark. If you've got nothing better to do, you're driving around Florence, out maybe near the Mars Bluff community, come out to the ballpark. Watch some good Division II Peach Belt Conference baseball action. As the Patriots and Bobcats decide who wins this 3-game set. Off speed pitch a little high. Count goes to 2-2. Blind foul. Rob, when we write our story after the game, this is the kind where you can say the sun-splashed crowd. We can use that line in the game story. Just beautiful weather here at FMU on this Sunday afternoon. Popped in the air right at home plate. Griffith is out and makes the catch, although he made the degree of difficulty much higher as he backhanded it. That'll bring up the number 9 batter, the right fielder, K.C. Brown. Brown is a junior from Rincon, Georgia, transfer from South Georgia State College. Brown comes in batting .194, 7 runs scored in 18 games, a homer, 8 RBIs, and a .341 on-base percentage. I'll be dating myself, but of course I wonder if he's ever been called KC and the Sunshine Band Brown. High from Bobrowski. Count goes to 2-1. Again high. Count goes now to 3-1. And that pitch misses, and the Bobcats have their first base runner. And that will flip the lineup as Brown trots down to first base on the walk. Brings the catcher, Austin Holloway, back up. Holloway grounded to second, his first trip to the plate today. Brown is 2 for 2 in the stolen base department this season. They've got him picked off. The throw goes down to second. Maxson applies the tag. And Brown now 2 for 3 in stolen bases as he took off as the throw went to first. And so 9 Bobcats have come to the plate and 9 have been retired. We head to the bottom of the third inning. No score between Francis Marion and Georgia College. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Back to Francis Marion University, Cornell Field at Sparrow Stadium here in the Griffin Athletic Complex. The Bobcats and Patriots looking to see who wins this 3-game Peach Belt Conference Series. They split yesterday's doubleheader. Leading off for the Patriots will be the catcher, Alex Griffith, the transfer from the University of Pittsburgh. Griffith batting .271, 14 runs scored in 17 games, 3 doubles, a homer, 17 RBIs, and a .361 on-base percentage. He will bat from the right side against Amison, who's out there for the third inning of work. FMU center fielder Gage Taylor owns the only base hit of the afternoon. His first inning single through the right side. That one's hit pretty well to left center field. Saunders back, and that one's gone. Just a line drive. Helped maybe a little bit by the wind, probably more so by the warm weather. But Alex Griffith has given the Patriots a 1-0 lead with his second home run of the season. Tail of the tape on that shot, probably about 384 at the left center field. Again, Griffith's second home run, 18th run batted in the season. The Patriots are on top, 1-0. It's the second home run that Amison has given up this year. Wakefield grounds that one to short. Throw to first. So they're going to credit Wakefield by legging with a legged out infield single, but the throw wild past first goes as an E6, allowing him to reach second base. So a hit and an error on the play. And Wakefield is in scoring position now with no outs for the top of the Patriot order. Wakefield with good speed. That was a high chopper to short. Shortstop had to hurry, and in doing so, threw wildly past first, and Patriots have another runner in scoring position. As Patrick Jackson will step to the plate. Jackson, a strikeout victim, his first at-bat today. I'm going to say that's the second home run allowed by Amison this year. Now in 14 innings of work. Jackson at the plate. Wakefield at second. Squares around. Bunts foul. Jackson with 2 sacrifice bunts this year. That shares the team lead among a group of 4, all with 2 sacrifice bunts. First baseman Green well in on the grass. Playing similarly to where you might see a softball first baseman facing a slap hitter almost in front of the mound. Jackson squares, fouls it off again. Now he's in the hole 0-2. Amison ahead in the count 0-2. Jackson again squares around but pulls it back as the pitch is high. So Art Nabbit may be leaving the bunt on here even with 2 strikes to try and move that runner over to third with less than 2 outs. Of course, the risk you run is if you bunt it foul this time, it's a strikeout. Throw down to second was into the runner. Wakefield slides back safely. Holloway tried to pick him off. Count now 2-2 on Jackson as he again pulled his bat back. The pitch that was outside. Cole Hinnett, the Peach Belt's leading hitter, on deck for the Patriots. Lifts that one in the air to right field. It's going to be as good. The ball's lost. Right fielder lost it in the high sky. It falls in for a double. Wakefield rounding third. The play at the plate. He is in safely. Jackson takes third on the throw, but credit him with an RBI double to right field. The Patriots now lead 2-0. Jackson picks up his 10th RBI of the season. What a great at-bat for Jackson, who an Abbott took off the bunt with 2 strikes, let him hit away. He lifted just a regular fly ball to medium right field. Right fielder Brown just could not find it in the high sky there are a few puffy, maybe a little haze up there, but he had no idea where the ball was. You looked at him and he had the palms up, and you knew he didn't know where the ball was. So meeting on the mound now, Bobcat coaching staff in his infield. As the Patriots have a runner on third, nobody out for the Peach Belt's leading hitter, Cole Hinnett. Hinnett also tied for the Peach Belt lead in RBIs with 24. He leads the team with 12 multi-hit games. And if you want to be more specific, with a runner on third, less than 2 outs, Hinnett has been successful in 7 of 10 RBI opportunities this year. The official score has told me that they are going to credit Jackson with a triple on that play, as he never broke stride in rounding second, so credit him with an RBI triple, not a double, and taking third on the throw. Hinnett lines that one over the drawn-in infield into the right center field gap. Base hit. Patriots now lead 3-0. Hinnett trying for 2, legs it out. Falls over, still on the bag, safe. So the Peach Belt's leading hitter comes through again, extends his hitting streak to 9 games. Ups his RBI total now to 25 as Patrick Jackson crosses home plate. And the Patriots are a single away from hitting for the cycle here in this inning. Griffith the home run. Oh, they have hit for the cycle. Wakefield single. So Griffith home run, Wakefield single, Jackson triple, Hinnett double. Plates 3 runs, Patriots now on top 3-0. Gage Taylor, who singled in his first at-bat, now bats. So again with the runner in scoring position. Taylor leads the Peach Belt in RBIs with 30. And as you would expect, 318 average with runners in scoring position. He grounds this one to second. Gentry with the throw to first. Taylor's retired, but the runner from second, Hinnett, moves to third, where he now stands with only 1 out. So as I'm sure Taylor was looking to drive Hinnett in, he certainly makes a productive out in getting Hinnett over into third with less than 2 outs now for Lenio Gonzalez, the cleanup batter. Gonzalez called out on strikes his first trip to the plate. Gonzalez was 3 homers, 17 RBIs this year. Gonzalez 4 for 8 with a runner on third, less than 2 outs and opportunities to drive him in. Again, the infield drawn in against the lefty hitting Gonzalez as the Bobcats look to limit the damage here in the bottom of the third inning. There's action now double-barreled in the Bobcat bullpen. Two-one count. Pitch from Chandler Amison to Lenio Gonzalez. Grounded past the mound to second. The runner cannot score. Gentry throws to Green at first, and Gonzalez is retired with Hinnett having to stay at third base. Left-hander for the Bobcats warming up is Bryce Bowen. We're efforting to see if we can figure out who the righty is. Cottingham steps in now with Hinnett still on third, but now they're 2 outs. Bluffs the bunt, pulls it back, takes ball 1. Cottingham popped to the catcher in the second inning this afternoon. He came into the game batting .232, a homer, 12 RBIs, and .338 on base percentage. Called strike 1. So again, the Patriots have hit for the cycle here in the bottom of the third inning, plated 3 runs. Check swing, called strike anyway. Two outs, the infield back at regular depth. Swung on foul at the plate. Cottingham stays alive. One, two. Hit in the air to left field. Saunders in, coming over. Pauses and makes the catch for the third out. But again, a productive third for the Patriots. They bat for the cycle, score 3 runs, including a home run by Alex Griffith. And we played 3 full innings, Francis Marion 3, Georgia College nothing. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Back at Cornell Field in Sparrow Stadium, top of the fourth inning. Patriots lead now 3-0. Top of the order due up for the Bobcats, Holloway, Gentry, and Green. We do have word on the women's tennis match from this afternoon from across town. Francis Marion women have improved to 9-3 on the season as they defeated Chowan University 6-1. Patriots did take the doubles point and then got singles wins from Frederica Rigner, number 1, Elise Lang at number 2, Eva Zanier at number 4, Nikita Berger at number 5, and Lashika Bala at number 6. So again, a 6-1 win for the women over Chowan. They're now 9-3. Patriot men also defeated Chowan 5-2 today in collegiate tennis action. Holloway grounded out to second, his first at bat to lead off the game. Off-speed pitch from Bobrovsky is high. Holloway, the sophomore from Social Circle, Georgia. One of the Bobcats with the high socks today, green socks. Outside count 2-1 now. The Bobcats did have their first base runner last inning. A walk by K.C. Brown, but he was then thrown out trying to steal second. That one just misses inside. Count now 3-1. Another Peach Belt action today. Columbus State leads UNC Pembroke 4-0, top of the fourth, as they play the rubber game of their 3-game Peach Belt Conference Series. And the Bobcats have a leadoff batter on base here as Holloway takes ball 4. This is the second walk of the day for Bobrovsky. We'll bring up Cal Gentry, the Peach Belt's second best hitter by average. Gentry came in batting .432, popped out to second, his first at bat today. Holloway 4 for 5 in stolen bases. Not often that you see a catcher batting leadoff. It does happen sometimes at the collegiate level. Bobrovsky misses again. He's now missed on 5 of his 6 pitches here in the top of the fourth inning. So USC Aikens playing North Georgia at 2 o'clock start today, as North Georgia swept the first 2 games of that series from the nationally ranked Pacers. Gentry lines that to center field. Taylor comes in on one knee, makes the catch for the second out. First out. Wishful thinking, as I'm corrected. Gentry hit that one hard, but just on the line straight at Taylor. That'll bring up the first baseman, Garrett Green. Green similarly lined to Gage Taylor in his first at-bat. Green, a redshirt senior from Bogart, Georgia, transfer from USC Upstate. USC Upstate, a former member of the Peach Belt Conference, now a member of the Big South Conference, formerly a member of the Atlantic Sun Conference. Green lines that one into left field. It drops down in front of Hardy for a base hit. And the Bobcats have runners on first and second with just one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Cassius Young, third baseman. Sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, transfer from Marist University, will step in now as the Bobcats have their first runner in scoring position for the afternoon. Still no action down in the Patriot bullpen, as Green has collected the first base hit of the afternoon for the Bobcats from Milledgeville. The 0-1 misses inside, count now 1-1. Bobrowski checks the runner, deals to the plate. That one's hit hard to left field, but foul. Toward the entrance gate in the ticket booth here at Griffin Athletic Complex. So Bobrowski now ahead in the count 1-2 to the Bobcats' third baseman. Time called at the plate. It is interesting. We've had our share of rainy and dreary games this year where the temperature was down in the 40s and 50s. The ball just sounds like it's coming off the bat a lot harder and faster today on the sunny 76-degree day than it does on those other days where it's overcast and dreary. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Bobrowski fans young for the second out here in the top of the fourth. Jason Cook, the Georgia College shortstop, will step in. He grounded to short his first bat today. Cook now 2 for 8 in this series with a run scored. Holloway, the runner at second. Green, the runner at first. Young, see Cook on the season. 10 RBIs. Grounded foul past third. So Bobrowski now ahead in the count 0-2. The Bobcats shortstop. Outfield of Hardy, Taylor, and Hennett playing pretty much straight away in medium depth. Hennett maybe even a couple steps in right field. The 0-2 from Bobrowski. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Griffin will have to throw down to first. He does. And Bobrowski escapes the Bobcat uprising here in the top of the fourth inning. We played 3.5 innings now. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Francis Marion leads 3-0. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Back to Cornell Field at Sparrow Stadium in Florence, South Carolina, on the campus of Francis Marion University. Patriots lead the Bobcats 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up for the Patriots, Will Hardy, C.J. Mackinson, and Alex Griffith. New right fielder for the Bobcats heading into the bottom of the fourth here. Will Hudgens, senior from Dunwoody, Georgia, and a transfer from Georgia Southern University, will check in for Casey Brown. Brown walked and was thrown out stealing in his only plate appearance today. So Hudgens takes over in right for Brown. Will Hardy steps in. The freshman grounds it to first. Green makes the play, tosses to Amison covering. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. C.J. Maxson steps in. He called out on strikes. His first at bat. FMU men's basketball player Winston Hill in attendance today as the basketball team got back this morning from Augusta, Georgia. Alex Cox also in attendance. Congratulations to Francis Marion Sr. Brandon Parker for being named the co-player of the year in the Peach Belt. Calix Stevens, co-freshman of the year for the Peach Belt. And Ryan Davis, second-team all-conference honors. Mackinson now down in the count 1-2. On the women's side, senior Shanice Fulmore earned all-conference honors. First team. That's the third time in her career she's been named all-conference. Inside corner called strike three, and Mackinson is retired on strikes for the second time this afternoon. And that'll bring up the Patriot catcher, Alex Griffith, who sent one about 385 feet over the left center field wall in his first at-bat to get the Patriots on the board. The first of 3 runs that Francis Marion scored in the bottom of the third inning. Griffith now 2 homers and 18 runs batted in this season. Count now even at 1-1. Again, it's just past the 2 o'clock hour, so we'd like to welcome in all those who forgot to set their clocks ahead and joined us an hour late today. Line to second base. Gentry makes the play. Throws high, but Green's able to hold the bag. Griffith's retired. We played 4 full innings. Francis Marion 3. Georgia College nothing. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Back here at Francis Marion, due up here in the top of the 5th inning for the Bobcats. Will be left fielder Jay Saunders, center fielder Cam Hill, and the DH, Therese Miller. Francis Marion Athletic Director Murray Hartzler has the merchandise table out today. Again, support your Patriots by wearing red, white, and blue. If you can't come out to the ballpark, please visit FMUPatriotsShop.com for all your FMU apparel needs. That's FMUPatriotsShop.com. Brad Dobbles, FMU men's basketball assistant here at the game today, as the Patriot men's basketball team keeps slowly but surely filing in. Saunders popped to short in his first at-bat this afternoon. That one is grounded through the left side, base hit. Saunders reaches to start the Bobcats' top of the fifth inning. In will step the center fielder, Cam Hill. He'll line to left, first at bat. Hill is a freshman from Marietta, Georgia. Bats from the left side. Bobrowski, the left-hander, had Saunders going back to first with his first movement that time. Hill attempted to bunt, but was unsuccessful. The count now 0-1. Saunders just 1 for 2 in stolen bases this season. To the plate, grounded foul on bunt. So as Patrick Jackson did for the Patriots, Hill unsuccessful in getting the bunt down. Let's see if he still is told to bunt even with 2 strikes, or whether it's taken off and let him swing away. He does have the hole through the right side with Gonzalez holding the bag and holding the runner on. The 0-2 from Bobrowski in the dirt. Nice block by Griffith. Griffith has thrown out 6 of 21 would-be base stealers this year. Bobrowski has only allowed 2 stolen bases in his 24 innings this season. The lefty appears to have a pretty good move to first base, or at least a deceptive move. Called strike 3. Hill's the first out here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up the DH, Therese Miller. Miller popped out to the catcher, Alex Griffith, right in front of home plate. Back in the 3rd inning. Saunders remains the Bobcat base runner at first base. Again, Bobrowski chases him back. In the slight breeze blowing out to left field. Called strike 1. I'm going to put Rob Lau, the SID intern, on the spot here and ask him, as oftentimes I'm taken away with basketball or softball, but Bobrowski's best start of the season so far, what would you say? He's nodding his head yes, so we'll call it that. 4 scoreless innings as we bat here in the top of the 5th with 1 out and 1 on. Control had plagued Bobrowski this year. He entered the game with 19 walks in 20 innings pitched. He has walked 2 batters today, but neither of them hurt him or came around to score. Obviously, he does average more than a strikeout per inning pitched. That one is high chopper to third. Wakefield throw to first. And the runner's retired. He catches a piece of Lenio Gonzalez as he crosses first base. So now there are 2 outs. The runner, Saunders, moving to second. Gonzalez will take a minute, and the umpire will give him a minute to collect himself. So that'll bring up the right fielder, Will Hudgens. This will be his first plate appearance of the series. He came in and took over for K.C. Brown out in right. Enters the game batting .235. 5 runs scored in 14 games, 6 RBIs, a .350 on-base percentage. Bats here with 2 outs. And Jay Saunders, the Georgia College runner, in scoring position at second base. Patriots leading 3-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. Good pitch from Bobrovsky, evens the count at 1-1. Bobrovsky from the stretch checks the runner. 1-1 to the plate. Called strike 2. So with very few exceptions, Bobrovsky has been ahead in the count all afternoon. Hudgens bats from the right side against the lefty Bobrovsky. Swung on and fouled over by the field house. FMU umbrellas out today at the picnic areas here at Sparrow Stadium. The 1-2. Swung on a line to shortstop. Mackinson in his tracks makes the catch for the 3rd out. Saunders is stranded at second. We've played 4.5 innings. Francis Marion 3, Georgia College nothing. You're watching and listening to the Patriots Sports Network. Back to Francis Marion University. Bottom of the 5th inning. Drew up for the Patriots. Freshman third baseman Tanner Wakefield. Then we jump back to the top of the order and Patrick Jackson and Cole Hennett. We mentioned Al Weston, the Georgia College SID earlier. Also a shout out to Scott McLeod, their play-by-play guy down there in Milledgeville. One of the nicest people you'll ever want to meet. Amison deals and Wakefield grounds too short. Similar to the first time he batted. This time the throw is true from shortstop Cook. And Wakefield's retired in the first pitch. The DH Patrick Jackson will step in. Jackson a strikeout victim in the first. Then he tripled in a run in the 3rd inning. A ball that was lost in the sun, sky by the right fielder. Amison misses outside, count now 1-1. Patriots softball underway at Lenore Ryan. Patriots batting in the top of the 2nd, trailing 1-0. Jackson lines this one to shortstop on one hop. Cook with the throw across the diamond. Jackson retired 6-3. Two quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll bring up Cole Hennett, the senior right fielder who leads the Peach Belt in hitting. Hennett struck out in the first, doubled in a run in the 3rd. Hit a liner to right center field and legged out the 2-bagger. Now has 25 RBIs, good for 2nd best in the Peach Belt behind teammate Gage Taylor, who's on deck. That hit also extended his hitting streak to 9 games. A little bit of stirring in the Patriot bullpen. Nobody throwing as of yet. Hennett, high chopper to 3rd. Young with the play, cross the diamond to green. And the Patriots go quickly here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 3 up, 3 down. We've played 5 full innings. Francis Marion 3, Georgia College nothing. You're watching and listening to the Patriots Sports Network. Back to Francis Marion University for the top of the 6th inning. Josh Bobrowski, 5 shutout innings. He's thrown 67 pitches to this point. 2 hits allowed, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He did go 7 innings in a Peach Belt Conference game earlier this year at Augusta University. Allowed 1 hit, but walked, or 1 unearned run, walked 6 in that outing with 1 hit allowed. Top of the order due up here for the Bobcats as Austin Holloway does some housekeeping there in the batter's box. Holloway grounded to second and walked. Was stranded at second in the fourth inning. Bobrowski drops the off-speed pitch in there for strike one. Outside corner, he's now ahead in the count, 0-2. Count now 1-2 as Bobrowski looked to get Holloway to chase up high, but he didn't offer. On deck, second baseman Cal Gentry, Peach Belt's second leading hitter. Chop to first base, Gonzalez in on the short hop. Tosses to Bobrowski covering. He backpedaled into the bag. And Holloway's retired. First baseman to the pitcher. Luckily, Bobrowski was not run over by Holloway at first there, as Bobrowski had to backpedal across the bag into the line of the runner. But everybody was okay. So Gentry will step in. He's 0 for 2. Pop to second, line to center. Line score for the Patriots, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Bobcats, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. That's a high chopper to second. Cottingham out on the grass. Throws to Gonzalez at first, and Gentry is retired for the second out. So in will step the first baseman, Garrett Green. Green line to center in the first, single to left in the fourth inning. One of the 2 Bobcat safeties. Again, key to Bobrowski's success today has been getting ahead in the count nearly every batter. Fouled back into the screen. Count now 0-2. So no action in the Patriot bullpen. There are bodies down there, but just acting as spectators at this point in the game. Bobrowski just misses with the 0-2 pitch. Patriot dugout thought that might have been close enough. Fouled at the plate. Francis Marion Live benefit auction coming up in late April. Raffle tickets are being sold for over $5,000 worth of prizes. You do not have to be present to win. Tickets are $10 a piece. That's the raffle tickets, $10 a piece, or 6 for $50. Contact any member of the FMU Athletic Department or any athletic coach to purchase your tickets. Swung on it, fouled at the plate. Green stays alive. So again, Patriot raffle tickets for the live benefit auction. Tickets for the auction also available. You have 1 in 50 chance of winning at the raffle. And again, you do not have to be present at the auction to win. So pick up your raffle tickets from any FMU Athletic Department staff member or head coach. Support your Patriot athletics. Off-speed pitch, outside corner, called strike 3. The Bobcats go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of the inning. Patriots still leading 3-0 over the Bobcats. You're watching and listening to the Patriots Sports Network. The crazy train has arrived here at Sparrow Stadium as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Francis Marion up 3-0 here in the rubber game of this Peach Belt Conference Series. Gage Taylor will lead off the Patriots' 6th. Taylor singled in the first, stole second, but was stranded. Grounded out to second base in the 3rd inning. And Taylor leads the Peach Belt Conference with 30 runs batted in. And this the Patriots' 22nd game of the season. In this situation, Taylor bats with no one on base, leading off the inning. Chandler Amison has thrown 70 pitches to this point. 5 innings, 3 earned runs allowed, 5 strikeouts and no walks. Patriots have 5 base hits. And there's number 6. Taylor lines it through the right side, just beyond the diving reach of second baseman Gentry. That'll bring up the first baseman, Lenio Gonzalez. Gonzalez called out on strikes in the first, grounded out to second in the 3rd. Gonzalez has come to the plate with runners on base in scoring position both of his 2 previous trips. Again, Taylor stole second base back in the 1st inning. He's now 8 for 8 stolen bases this year. Emerson chases him back. Swung on a miss. Gonzalez now down 0-2 in the count. Coming into the game, Amison had only allowed 1 stolen base in 2 attempts. And this is Amison's longest outing of the season for the Bobcats. He pitches here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We surmised it might have been Johnny Holstaff Day, as he did pitch in yesterday's doubleheader, albeit to just 1 batter. There is still double-barreled action in the Bobcat bullpen. Taylor with his lead. Gonzalez grounds it to first. Green bobbles but recovers, tags the bag for the out. Gonzalez is retired, but Taylor does scamper down to second base, where he's now in scoring position. And he will be there for the second baseman, Grayson Cottingham. Cottingham popped to the catcher, flew out to left in his 2 previous plate appearances. West Florence graduate, a homer, 12 RBIs this year. Cottingham now 2 for 11 in the series. Outside for ball 1. One of the Bobcats throwing in the bullpen, senior right-hander Colin Lacurto. Make sure I'm pronouncing that correct. I believe I am. Lacurto, Colin Lacurto. Freshman from Adairsville, Georgia. Excuse me, a senior from Kennesaw, Georgia. Count now 2-0 to Cottingham. Gage Taylor on at second base. Senior righty Harrison Velsma is the other Bobcat throwing in the bullpen. Velsma from Marietta, Georgia. Pitch misses outside, 3-1 now to Cottingham. Cottingham 273 average with runners in scoring position this season. Rounds that one foul. Patriot third base coach and head coach Art Nabinet. Patriots, as we mentioned, 7-4 in Peach Belt play, good for third place. The Patriots look to win their third of 4 Peach Belt Conference series this season. Lifted foul. Green will give chase. Run out of room. Bobcat infield defense has remained the same with Young at third, Cook at short, Gentry at second, Green at first, all the way behind the plate. Chandler Amison in his 6th inning of work on the mound. Cottingham just misses pegging Nabinet in the third base coaching box with that screamer. And Nabinet will retreat a little further, closer to the Georgia College dugout. And Cottingham works a walk. And the Patriots have 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Will Hardy will step to the plate. Hardy has grounded to the first baseman both his previous trips today. Entered the game with a .361 average, 17 RBIs. Batting a robust .444 with runners in scoring position this season. There will be a meeting on the mound of the Bobcat infield, and one of the Georgia College coaches will join them now. As Hardy, the left-hander, will bat. Cottingham at first, Gage Taylor at second. Hardy now 4 for 10 this series. See, up in Pembroke, the rubber game of their Peach Belt Conference Series, it's the UNC Pembroke 4, third-ranked Columbus State 4. It's the Cougars bat in the top of the 6th inning. And USC Aiken leads Georgia College 4-0 top of the 2nd inning as the Pacers look to salvage one game from that 3-game Peach Belt Conference Series. The Pacers nationally ranked as well. And again, tennis action today. The Patriot men defeated Chowan 5-2, and the women defeated Chowan 6-1. Patriots softball team is in action as we speak up at Lenore Ryan. Patriots have rallied to tie the game now 1-1. Looks like the Bears batting in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Again, the Francis Marion men's basketball team will await its fate tonight as the NCAA Division II selection show airs at 10:30 tonight, announcing the D2 National Tournament field. See if the Patriots will receive an at-large bid for the 2nd consecutive year and the 3rd time in program history. First pitch from Amison to Hardy is outside for ball 1. Hardy lifts it in the air to left center field. Saunders is over, camped under it, makes the catch. And there are now 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. It'll bring to the plate the senior shortstop, C.J. Mackinson. Try saying that quickly 3 straight times. Mackinson has been called out on strikes both times today, the 2nd inning and in the 4th inning. Had a big game-tying hit yesterday in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Entered the game today, batting .258, a couple homers, 15 RBIs. And now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Gage Taylor, the runner at second. Grayson Cottingham at first. That is hit foul. Count now 0-2. I'm sure having been called out on strikes twice, CJ's probably has widened his strike zone at this point. He'll be a little more aggressive than he might otherwise be. That one way outside. The throw down from Holloway, and they have picked Gage Taylor off the bag at second. So Patriots are done here in the bottom of the sixth inning. They do have one hit, a walk, but only one runner stranded. We played 6 full innings. Francis Marion 3, Georgia College nothing. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Top of the 7th inning here. Francis Marion leading 3-0. Patriots look to win this Peach Belt Conference Series. Two teams split the doubleheader yesterday. FMU winning 4-3. Georgia College winning 6-4. Cleanup man due up first for the Bobcats. Third baseman Cassius Young. Young a strikeout victim in the second and in the 4th inning. Josh Bobrowski, 6 innings, no runs, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits allowed. Now up to 79 pitches. Pitch number 80 is low for ball 1. That one's lined and does catch the Georgia College third base coach and head coach Jason Eller. Caught him on the thigh, not quite the screamer that Cottingham hit toward an Abbott last inning. That one is grounded to Cottingham, comes in and gets it on the short hop, throws to first. And Young retired for the 3rd time this afternoon. Jason Cook, the shortstop, will now step in for Georgia College. Cook grounded to short in the 2nd, struck out to end the 4th. Off-speed pitch, outside corner called strike 1. Grounded foul for strike 2. And we mentioned this is the final in a 15-game homestand for the Patriots. FMU will be on the road for the next 5. Tuesday at Limestone College, 6 o'clock first pitch. And then next weekend at Young Harris College for Peach Belt Conference Series. Friday at 6, Saturday at 2, and Sunday at 1. Bobrowski fans Cook for the 2nd out of the inning and for his 6th strikeout of the game. And after that 3-game series at Young Harris, the Patriots play a non-conference game on Wednesday, March 20th at Claflin. Again, first pitch to that game, 6 o'clock. So the next chance to see the Patriots here at Sparrow Stadium will be a 3-game series against Lander University on March 22nd, 23rd, 24th. March 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Mark your calendars. Patriots versus the Bearcats. We're taking the Bobcats today. Bearcats the next home series. Bobkowski is just dealing out there right now. He's ahead in the count to Saunders 0-2. He's retired the last 8 Bobcats in order. That one low and in the dirt. Patriots appeal, but first base umpire Gary Smetana said he did not go. Lifted in the air foul over toward the field house. Count remains 1-2. Saunders 1 for 2. Popped to short. Singled to left. Swung on a missed. Bobrovsky has another strikeout. Second of the inning. 7th of the game. We've reached the 7th inning stretch. Francis Marion leads Georgia College 3-0. You're watching and listening to the Patriots Sports Network. We are back. Cornell Field and Sparrow Stadium. Former Francis Marion athletic trainer Spider Webb, the famous Spider Webb, in attendance today. Travis Copeland, a former Patriot, also in attendance. Looking around the ballpark. Spider, as many of you know, while being the longtime Patriot athletic trainer, also served in the Seattle Mariners farm system for 20 or 30 years. That's where Spider would spend his summers, out in the state of Washington, mostly at the single-A level. C.J. Mackinson, who was at the plate when Gage Taylor was picked off second to end the bottom of the 6th, will lead off here in the 7th. Mackinson, a strikeout victim both his previous plate appearances. Hits that one on the line to center field. It is going to drop for a base hit. So if nothing else, Mackinson benefits from Taylor being picked off second. He was in the hole at the plate, and this time he gets to bat not being down to 2 strikes. Patriots have their leadoff man on here in the 7th. That'll bring a visit from the Bobcat bench, and looks like they're going to make a pitching change. We'll take a quick break, come back and tell you who the new Bobcat hurler is going to be. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. We are back. The new Bobcat hurler, number 14, Colin Lacurto. Lacurto was the winner in Game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday. Lacurto, a 6'1", 190-pound senior righty from Kennesaw, Georgia. Enters the game with a 2-0 record. This will be his 10th appearance, all in relief. He's thrown 8 1/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, only 1 run, and that was unearned, so his ERA is 0.00. 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and opponents are batting .133 against the righty. He will enter the game to face Alex Griffith, who will bat with a runner on first base. No outs here. So Amison goes 6 innings, plus he's responsible for the runner at first base. 7 hits allowed, 3 runs, all earned. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. Griffin, the Patriot catcher, hit a solo home run in the bottom of the 3rd inning, grounded to second in the 4th. 1 for 2 today, 1 for 7 in the series. No outs and a runner on first. We'll see whether he will be called upon to move Mackinson over with a sacrifice bunt, or whether Coach Inhabitant will allow him to swing away. Griffin entered the contest batting .271. His 17 RBIs, now 18 RBIs, 4th most on the squad. So Colin Lacurto will face Griffith as his first batter. Nobody out. C.J. Mackinson, the Francis Marion runner, at first base. Griffith does bunt. Mishandled by Young at third, but he recovers in time to throw out the Patriot catcher at first. The sacrifice is successful. C.J. Mackinson moves into scoring position for Tanner Wakefield. Wakefield singled to short, came around to score in the 3rd inning, and then grounded to short in the 5th. Wakefield on the season batting .529, 9 for 17 with runners in scoring position. So he's made the most of his opportunities. Lacurto, kind of a side armor submarine type pitcher. Checks the runner, the 0-1. Wakefield checks his swing, count now 1-1. Mackinson, the Patriot runner, at second. Patriots look to add on to their 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Wakefield, a high chopper. Lacurto fields. The toss to first just gets Wakefield. And Mackinson moves to third. So it looked to be a little bit of confusion there as Lacurto fielded it, and I don't know whether he thought he might run it himself to the bag or toss, but he did eventually toss to Green, and just in time, according to base umpire Gary Smetana. 2 outs now, runner on third, as we're back to the top of the lineup, and we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Patriots. Brett Kemp will come on to pinch hit for Patrick Jackson. That'll bring out another visit from the Bobcat coaching staff. Brett Kemp, a freshman outfielder, bats from the left side from Wilmington, North Carolina. Kemp enters the game batting .150. A couple of runs scored in 14 games played, 1 RBI. On base percentage of .320. He will bat with 2 outs, and Mankinson now the Patriot runner on third base. In his limited options, Kemp batting .286 with 2 outs in that type of situation. And this will bring on a change, pitching change for the Bobcats. We'll take a quick break, come back, tell you who the new pitcher is. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. Back to Francis Marion University. The new Bobcat hurler is Jacob Hester, a redshirt freshman left-hander, 6'2", 190 pounds from Marietta, Georgia. Transfer from Mercer University, where apparently he did attend but did not play, as he's a freshman athletically. He enters the game with no record. This will be his 3rd appearance. He's thrown 1 2/3 innings, allowed a couple hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .286 against him. No record, ERA of 0.00. Now let's see if Coach Inhabitant will call back Kemp and send up another pinch hitter. It looks like he's going to do that. So Brett Kemp will not bat. The Patriots will now send up Michael Kakos, the freshman catcher, 5'11", 190 pounds from Pelham, New York. Kakos batting .200. 1 for 5, 1 run scored. He'll bat here with, again, scoring opportunity but with 2 outs, and Mackinson the runner on third base. In Kakos' only previous at-bat with 2 outs, he did come through with the base hit, so 1,000 batting with 2 outs. Let's see if that continues here in this situation as the Patriots look to build on their 3-0 lead over Georgia College here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hester, lefty pitcher, facing the right-handed batting Kakos. Off-speed pitch in there for called strike 1. That is grounded to short, where it is bobbled by Cook. And they're going to credit Kakos with a base hit, an RBI base hit, as that ball was deep in the hole at short. And Cook looked to backhand it and was unable to come up with it. Either way, would have been a long throw to get Kakos at first, but the Patriots have another hit and another run as the advantage now grows to 4-0. C.J. Mackinson scores that 4th run. So Keiko stands at first with the pinch hit base hit. Now he's going to be pinch run for as Nikki Winterstein, sophomore out of Columbia, will pinch run for Keikos. Cole Hinnett now the batter for the Patriots. Hinnett 1 for 3. RBI double in the 3rd inning. Strikeout in the 1st. Ground out to 3rd in the 5th. Faces the lefty Hester. In the dirt, Winterstein falls down, but is able to scamper back to first base. Lost his footing as he took his big lead. Throw down was there, but Winterstein able to get back safely. Cole Hinnett, the Peach Belt's leading hitter at the plate. Winterstein the runner at first. Count goes to 2-1. Bobcat outfield playing extremely deep. Saunders, couple steps from the warning track. Hill and center, like 1 step from the track. Hinnett hits a short chopper to short. This time Cook up to the challenge. Throws Hinnett out at first, and the Patriots are done here in the bottom of the 7th, but they pick up another run. We played 7 full innings. Francis Marion 4, Georgia College nothing. You're watching and listening to the Patriots Sports Network. Back for the top of the 8th inning, Francis Marion ahead of Georgia College 4-0. Rubber game of this 3-game conference series. Michael Keikos picked up his first collegiate RBI. Bottom of the 7th as the Patriots added on to their lead. Do it for the Bobcats. Cam Hill, the center fielder. Therese Miller, the DH. And Josh Hudgens. No, not Josh Hudgens. Will Hudgens, right fielder, will be up 3rd this inning. Hill, 0 for 2. Fly ball, strikeout. Cottingham and a couple steps onto the grass in right field. Fields the ball and throws to Gonzalez. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. That's 10 in a row. Set down by Bobrowski as he has now established his longest outing of the season. DH Therese Miller now steps in. Therese 0 for 2. Pop to the catcher, grounded to 3rd. Bobrowski now up to 93 pitches as he has blanked the Bobcats to this point. Count now 3-0. Miller, 5'10", 197-pound redshirt senior from McDonough, Georgia. Day serving as the Bobcats DH. And Bobrowski pours the 3-0 right down the middle for called strike one. There is action in the Patriot bullpen. Ethan Meese, the righty, throwing for Francis Marion. Foul ball over the Patriot dugout. A near catch by a Patriot fan down in the picnic area. Count now full. Bobrowski. Foul back into the screen. Count remains full. Line score for FMU 4-8-0. For Georgia College is 0-2-1. Fountain's lifted in the air to left field. Mackinson back out. Hardy in. Hardy calls him off, makes the catch. And they're 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning. That'll bring up Will Hudgens, the right fielder. 6 foot, 190-pounder, a senior from Dunwoody, Georgia. This will be his second trip to the plate. He took over for Casey Brown in right field back in the 4th inning. Batted in the 5th, lined out to shortstop. Hard hit ball with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, but right at shortstop Mackinson. And that was the 100th pitch of the afternoon for Bobrowski. Hit high in the air to center field. Gage Taylor going back to the fence, to the wall. That is all. Home run for Will Hudgens. So the Bobcats are on the board as Hudgens goes yard right over the 400-foot marker in dead center field. Hudgens, his first round tripper of the season, his 7th RBI. That will bring Arton Abbott out of the Patriot dugout to talk to Bobrowski. So the 101st pitch of the game proved to be the last for Bobrowski as the Patriots will make a pitching change. But I tell you what, a tip of the hat to Josh Bobrowski. 7 2/3 innings pitched. 1 run allowed, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Obviously, he'll leave as the pitcher of record. We'll take a short break and tell you who the new Francis Marion hurler is. Francis Marion 4, Georgia College 1. Back to Francis Marion University. The new Francis Marion pitcher here in the top of the 8th inning will be number 30, Ethan Meese. Meese is 6'3", 205-pound junior from Waynesville, North Carolina. Meese will be making his 10th appearance, all in relief. No record, ERA of 6.30. He's thrown 10 innings, allowed 16 hits, 16 strikeouts in those 10 innings, 5 walks. Opponents are batting .340 against him. He will enter with no one on base. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Francis Marion holding a 4-1 advantage. Meese did pitch yesterday. Recorded 2 outs in the second game of yesterday's doubleheader. But again, a great outing for junior Josh Bobrowski, who obviously stands as a pitcher of record at this point for Francis Marion. Wouldn't be surprised if Meese is able to get this out here if we don't maybe see the Patriot closer, Patrick Orlando, in the 9th inning. Orlando is down in the bullpen. Leads the Patriots with 3 saves this season. Meese does have 1 save this year, despite not having a 1-loss record. Meese will face the top of the Bobcat order. Catcher Austin Holloway. Holloway 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs and a walk. And Orlando is now throwing in the Patriot bullpen. Meese's first offering to Holloway. Misses inside. Ball 1. So the Bobcats' 3rd hit of the afternoon proved to be a long one as it carried over the 400-foot sign, dead center field, into the trees. The background out there in center field, batter's eye, so to speak. Holloway hits that to left center field. Taylor and Hardy are on the run, not able to get there. And Holloway has a stand-up double. So the Bobcats making some noise here in the top of the 8th inning. Holloway doubles to left center. Francis Marion lead now 4-1. The Bobcats have another runner in scoring position. As Cal Gentry, the Peach Belt's 2nd leading hitter, steps in. Patriots have, Bobrowski in particular, done a good job of handling Gentry today. He's 0 for 3. Pop out, line out, ground out. But he lines this one through the right side for a base hit. Down 3 runs, the Bobcats will hold Holloway at 3rd. But Georgia College now has runners on the corners with 2 outs. That'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, the first baseman, Garrett Green. Green, 14 RBIs on the season. This afternoon, 1 for 3. Line out, single to left, and a strikeout. Ethan Meese from the stretch. Misses outside for ball 1. There's a strike from Meese. Count now 1-1 on Garrett Green. Bobcat first baseman. Runners on the corners, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. That one's lined to second. 1 hopper. Cottingham throws to first. And the Bobcats are retired. They do pick up 1 run. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Francis Marion 4, Georgia College 1. You're watching and listening to the Patriot Sports Network. New pitcher for the Bobcats, number 34, Harrison Belsma, redshirt senior right-hander, 6'5", 225 out of Marietta, Georgia. Transfer from Georgia Perimeter College. He will come in here in the bottom of the 8th inning. He will face Gage Taylor, Lineo Gonzalez, and Grayson Cottingham, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Francis Marion. Patriots softball trailing 4-1 late at Lenoir Ryan. Patriots look to see if we can rally there. Again, FMU tennis swept Chowan University today. The men won 5-2, the women 6-1. And here at the baseball stadium, Patriots lead 4-1 as they go to win this Peach Belt Conference Series. New pitcher for Bobcats, as we mentioned, Belsma, making his 6th appearance, his 3rd in relief. 0-1 record, a 10.32 ERA, 11 1/3 innings pitched, 19 hits allowed, 8 walks, 11 strikeouts, opponents hitting .358 against him. Gage Taylor, the 3-hole hitter for Francis Marion. Peach Belt's RBI leader will bat. Taylor 2 for 3. Pair of singles, stolen base. Taylor, batting from the left side, takes called strike 1. Belsma deals. Inside, back to the backstop. Ball number 1. Taylor lifts that one high in the air. Third baseman Young is under it. Makes the catch for the first out. We'll bring up Lineo Gonzalez, the Patriot first baseman, 0 for 3 today. Strikeout, pair of ground outs. Gonzalez hits it, bounder to second. Gentry fields, throws to first. Quickly, there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. So Grayson Cottingham steps in. Cottingham 0 for 2. Pop up to the catcher, fly out to center, and a walk in his last plate appearance. 0 for 2. Just up the road, up I-95 into North Carolina, UNC Pembroke leads Columbus State 7-5 in the bottom of the 7th inning, the rubber game of their series. Called strike to Cottingham. Another called strike. Belsma now ahead in the count 1-2. Line back up the middle into center field. Cottingham's got his first hit of the afternoon. and the Patriot 8 has been extended. It's the 9th base hit of the afternoon for Francis Marion. It'll bring up Will Hardy, freshman left fielder. Hardy 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs to first base and a fly ball out to left field. Cottingham, the runner at first, 2 for 2 in stolen bases this season. Second baseman playing well over toward first base to fill up that hole as the first baseman's holding Cottingham on for the left-handed batting Hardy. Belsma misses with his first 2 offerings, count now 2-0. Much to the chagrin of Patriot umpires in the stands, that one was called a strike. Count now at 2-1 for the South Florence product. One's flared off to the left side. It'll get out of play down toward the ticket booth. Two and two. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Grayson Cottingham, the Patriot runner at first. Will Hardy, the batter in the box for FMU. Harrison Belsma on the mound for the Bobcats. Again fouled off. Line just foul. Outside of first base. Hardy hit that one hard, just a little bit out in front of it. Two. Looped down the right field line. That's going to get down for a base hit. That'll be extra bases. Let's see if the Patriots can score a run. No, they're going to hold Cottingham at third. So Will Hardy with his first base hit. A 2-out double down the right field line. The Patriots have a pair of runners in scoring position. Their senior shortstop, C.J. Mackinson. Mackinson 1 for 3. Couple strikeouts, but in his last appearance in the 7th, single to center, came around to score a run. A 2-out hit by Michael Kakos. Patriots now up to double-figure hits, 10 on the afternoon. And this will precipitate a visit from the Bobcat coaching staff. Patriot line score 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Georgia College 1 run on 5 hits and 1 error. Again, the Patriots be on the road this week. Tuesday at Limestone, 6 o'clock first pitch. And next weekend at Young Harris College up in the mountains. Have to check what the weather's going to be. They've had trouble getting games in up there this year with precipitation, including winter weather. But we're scheduled for 6 o'clock Friday game, 2 o'clock Saturday game, 1 o'clock Sunday game. Check FMUPatriots.com this week see if there are any schedule changes. Of course, you can check out the live video feed and live stats through FMUPatriots.com for any road games. We'll have the links up there for you. So reset here with Grayson Cottingham at third and Will Hardy at second. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. C.J. Mackinson, the shortstop, at the plate for FMU. It's past the catcher. Cottingham will score, and the Patriots have added an insurance run here. We've reestablished that 4-run margin as Cottingham scampers home on the wild pitch from Velsma. Hardy moves up to third on the play. Velsma's 4th wild pitch of the 2019 season. Called strike there, evens the count at 1-1 to Mackinson. Pitch high, count now 2-1. Alex Griffith, catcher, would be next if Mackinson extends this inning. Lifted in the air to the right side, second baseman Gentry's out. Makes the catch. But the Patriots answer Georgia College's single tally in the top of the 8th with one of their own in the bottom of the 8th. We head to the 9th, Francis Marion 5, Georgia College 1. You're watching and listening to the Patriots Sports Network. New pitcher for Francis Marion to close it out here in the 9th, hopefully. Number 28, the junior right-hander, Patrick Orlando, 5'10", 175 pounds, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Orlando's numbers: no record, 3 saves, a 0.82 ERA. This will be his 9th appearance, all in relief. 11 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, and opponents are batting only .175 against him. He will face the 4, 5, and 6 batters for the Bobcats: Cassius Young, Jason Cook, and Jay Saunders. Young 0 for 3, strikeout, and ground out to second in his 3 plate appearances. Patriot defense remains the same. Hardy in left, Taylor in center, and Hennett in right. Around the infield, Wakefield at third, Mackinson at short, Cottingham at second, and Gonzalez at first. Griffith behind the plate, and Patrick Orlando on the mound. As we mentioned, Orlando leads the Patriots with 3 saves, although this is not a save situation, as the Patriots restored their 4-run margin in the bottom of the 8th. His first crossfire offering, called strike 1. 1-1 from Orlando. Called strike 2. Fouled off. Count will remain 1-2. Count now 2-2 to the Bobcats' third baseman, Cassius Young. Jason Cook, the shortstop's on deck. That one is lined through the left side, and the Bobcats have their leadoff batter on here in the top of the ninth. Young with his first base hit of the afternoon, now 1 for 4. Cook will come to the plate 0 for 3. Ground out, 2 strikeouts. Young 1 for 1 in stolen bases this year, but obviously this is not a running situation as the Bobcats need 4 runs. Orlando jumps ahead with the first pitch strike. Oh, 1 catches the inside part of the plate, says home plate umpire Chris Elliott. Count now 0-2. Orlando checks the runner Young at first. Misses outside. Count now 1-2. And I'm sure the Bobcats are going to play it safe on the base paths as they need 4 runs. Advancing a runner an extra base doesn't mean that much at this point in time. They can't afford to run the risk of running into an out. No outs, top of the ninth inning. Patriots lead 5-1. Orlando misses outside. 2-2 now to the Bobcat shortstop. Foul back to the screen. Cook had a big cut at it. Cook entered the game batting .303, a double, no home runs, 10 RBIs. That one's hit. Wakefield with the diving stab at third and gets the force at second base. Nice play by the freshman at the hot corner. When it came off the bat, that one looked like it might be ticketed for left field too, but freshman was up to the challenge. Threw to Cottingham at second for the force. So Cook now the runner at first base. 1 down. Brings up the left fielder, Jay Saunders. Saunders 1 for 3. Singled through the left side back in the 5th inning. Takes low for ball 1 on the first offering from Orlando. Called strike one. Count now even. We're in the top of the ninth inning. One out. One on for the Bobcats. One's across the board as number 11 is at the plate. 1-1 count and one out. Got the picket fence going. Saunders takes low, ball 2. Your Patriots holding a 5-1 advantage here in Game 3 of this Peach Belt Conference Series. FMU looking to improve to 15-7 overall and 8-4 in the conference with the series win if they can get 2 more outs. Again, the wind blowing out toward left field. Saunders, no home runs this year, does have 11 RBIs, 7 doubles. Runner going, grounded to Mackinson at short. His only plays to first. Retires Saunders, but Cook now in scoring position for the Bobcats. So Georgia College down to its last out here in the top of the ninth inning, trailing 5-1. Cam Hill, the center fielder, will step in. Batting from the left side against the righty Orlando. Hill, 0 for 3, lined to left in the third, called out on strikes in the fifth, and grounded to second in the eighth. Cook, the Bobcat runner on second, grounded foul wide of first base. So Orlando's ahead in the count, 0-1. Patrick Orlando gets the sign from the stretch. Grounded foul wide of third this time. Bobcats now down to the last strike. Francis Marion 1 strike away from the series win. Patriot bench, Patriot fans making some noise here. Orlando to Hill. Inside, gets away from Griffith, and Cook will move to third base. Wild pitch is going to be charged to Patrick Orlando. It's his first wild pitch of the 2019 campaign. Count moves to 1-2 on Cam Hill, the Georgia College center fielder. Grounds that one back up the middle. Cottingham with the backhand, jump throw to first. Out number 3. Patriots win. Patriots win the series. Nice play by Grayson Cottingham back up the middle to retire Hill. Francis Marion captures the series with a 5-1 win. Wagon wheel is playing. It's a happy day for Patriot fans. So the final score, Francis Marion 5, Georgia College 1. Line score for the Patriots, 5 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Georgia College, 1 run on 6 hits with 1 error. Alex Griffith, a solo home run for the Patriots. A tidy 2 hours and 34 minutes on a beautiful sun-splashed day here at Sparrow Stadium. Let's see a couple quick stats on the Patriots. Again, the Patriots hit for the cycle in the third inning with Griffith leading off with the home run. Tanner Wakefield then singled. Patrick Jackson followed with an RBI triple. Cole Hinnett with an RBI double. Hinnett extended his hitting streak to 9 games. Patriots added a single run in the 7th. On the first collegiate RBI from freshman Michael Kakos, and then an insurance run in the 8th after the Bobcats had scored a run on a home run from Will Hudgens. That run for the Francis Marion in the bottom of the 8th came on RBI. Came on a wild pitch, as the Patriots scored on a wild pitch. Winning pitcher Josh Bobrowski, his best outing of the season, improves to 3-2. Not a save situation, but Ethan Meese and Patrick Orlando finished up for Francis Marion. Chandler Amoson is the loser for Georgia College, although he pitched pretty well, only giving up 3 runs in 6 innings. He falls to 0-1 on the contest, or 0-1 on the season. Bobcats as a team fall to 11-9, 5-5 in the Peach Belt. They were ranked in the top 25 coming into this season. Francis Marion now 15-7 overall, 8-4 in the Peach Belt. They will now take to the road this week at Limestone on Tuesday, 6 o'clock start, and then a weekend series at Young Harris, Friday at 6, Saturday at 2, Sunday at 1, weather permitting. And it will be March 22nd, 23rd, and 24th before the Patriots are back home. That'll be a 3-game series against Lander University. Again, check out FMUPatriots.com for all your Patriots sports action, schedule changes, schedule updates, profiles, and all that type of stuff. We appreciate you tuning in with us today to watch the game. Again, your final score, Francis Marion 5, Georgia College 1. You've been watching and listening to the Patriots Sports Network. Thanks to Larry Falk for manning the controls today. Have a good afternoon.